Deliver it for me, and then we speak.
Thanks for playing at the Handsome Jackpot, you giant dummies. No, I'm serious. Thanks for blowing the kids' college fund. You just giving it to me. It's great. You're super stupid.
That's the one. Now deliver it to Pretty Boy's thugs, if you please. I would like to give them, how you say, a warm welcome.
For a second then I thought we were on that other map where you're like on China's Great Wall.
China's Great Wall.
Moving on.
Where'd he go? Just floating around doing this thing.
All before me! So, now stand back. Welcome to the neighborhood, pretty boy! Thank you, Shari. Now, come to me.
Both reach. Remember when I flew? Something that launched into the air and then I got to see the whole map.
Yeah.
That was fun.
They know I've got cash in reserves, and I think that's the only thing keeping me alive. As long as I retain a fortune they can't reach without me, I'll be safe. But if I'm gonna keep this going, I need to get back to the games. It's the only way to make sure I can keep the cash flowing. I'm gonna run out of money eventually, and unless I keep my hot streak hot. Luckily, despite the casino going full dark, the dealer bots and whatnot just kept on manning their stations. Let the games begin again!
So tiny.
Hoping there would be more. Chest!
Let me see if I can get it.
Welcome to the table, Big Spender. Let's play. Happy with what you got, or do you want another card? Sorry, Big Spender. You must.
Maybe you never win.
Nah, I got the first one.
Maybe you only win once.
It's just the gambling sucks.
But it's such a thrill when it happens.
Does that say Foxy's? That bastard. I just might dig up Jack's corpse so I can kill him again. Untiable Santerre, you outbeast of fire and chaos. Let's give pretty boy thugs a show to remember, no?
Let's go around, huh? This is your end. Were you even trying?
I used this gun on the graveboard thing, and yeah, it kills fast. Oh, yeah. It's great. I got knocked down, so I'm probably dead after this.
Nice.
Kind of reminds me of that bitch
Welcome,
from
Voltaire.
Cyberpunk
Thank
that
you
you
for sending off those thugs.
you
Now,
kind of rescue,
what
but
is
I
your
don't know,
scar
dies
on my
in the bath.
stage? Casting.
Owning Hex. Ooh. Oh good, the Panadol finally kicked in. Now I don't feel any pain.
Michelle, I hope you are enjoying the show. And now let us turn our attention to you. I need a volunteer. Let's see. You there, the handsome fellow.
Remember when I
kiddo.
was like, oh, I could barely keep up, I mean, stay awake yesterday, last night, whatever.
Jack.
Of
That's
course.
probably why.
You're a busy man, Jacques. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Fun story. The other week, you lit one of my associates on fire. I just came to see your last show.
Jacques, I remember your man. Very insistent on being part of the show. I tell my audience this every time. If you get too close to me, you will be burned.
Oh, this one's got some fire in her. All right, Cupcake, on with the show. Hope it's good, otherwise I'm gonna snuff that pretty little flame of yours.
I don't mind the heat, Jacques. It's like I always say. Life's a bit more exciting if you light it on fire.
Did you ever watch the TV
Timothy
show
says he can help us
Boys?
get into Jack's tower. He also says you
The
shouldn't set me on
Boys?
fire.
Does he now? Poor Timothy, consumed by handsome demons.
3 seasons, I
A
think.
prisoner of a
You've
mask.
seen him?
I tried to help him forget the past.
Do you remember? I think it was
But
the end
what
of the
hope does he have
second
with a face
season.
like that?
The crazy bald lady from the asylum
Timothy.
that was escaped.
He was obsessed
she
with
could,
getting
like,
into that
crush
tower
things.
of handsome Jacques. When he left,
I
feared
really
he
wanted
would
remember
to
her.
see what
pass
happened
along.
with her, and then she just
Now
disappeared.
here you are. I suppose
she
he
didn't
told you I might
have a
lend
lot
my
of screen
fire
time.
arts to his
Yeah,
cause.
and then it finished with
Yeah.
like this big whole,
And I look forward
oh
to
my
seeing
god,
how
she
much fire
escaped,
is
oh no.
involved if you help us.
And then nothing. She wasn't even in
Well,
season 3.
Maybe I can.
Mm.
But not without
Okay.
my tools.
Well,
They were
I
on my
didn't know
ship and she's
Seth
missing.
Rogen
Pretty
co-produces
boy.
it.
Recompense for refusing to
Oh.
hand over Timothy.
Yeah.
If
And,
you retrieve
I
didn't
my
know either.
tools, I would
They're
gladly
making
lend
a
them
spin-off
to Timothy.
series,
First,
which
you must
he
locate my
said is
ship.
going to be just as like gruesome and over the top as the main series, but it's based around like college kids learning.
Mm. It's kind of like how they're doing the Witcher spin-off or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
My ship, she is called Le Femme Brûlée.
But, like-
I hope she's not been destroyed.
Why spin-off of the boys? I mean, are they not doing season 4?
I guess it's just they've got some ideas and they're like, oh well, we don't want to put it into the existing show. Let's just make our own.
Well, it's interesting that you brought up the boys because the link that I've been trying to get you to watch, basically it's Mortal Kombat 1, the new Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, showing a bunch of characters. You've got, I forgot their names, but you've got like characters from not Mortal Kombat, but they're like crossover. And the last character that gets revealed is Homelander.
Of course. I didn't realize they apparently did a crossover with bloody Call of Duty and added Homelander in it.
Oh,
So
what?
you could get you could unlock skills, abilities, and one of the abilities you could unlock was Homelander's bloody laser sight, and people were complaining because they're like, it's too overpowered. Like, what the fuck? Why is Call of Duty turning into Fortnite?
Yeah, I hate it when they add like things that don't, it's like if they were to add like skills and abilities in Counter-Strike, people would just go nuts.
Oh yeah, like it just wouldn't make sense. Like why it was there. And
I mean, you've already got
find it out of
Valorant for that,
place.
yeah?
Yeah, Valorant and bloody Fortnite already does that.
Hmm.
And
If they,
I thought it was really weird to read an article about how they added abilities into Call of Duty, because I'm like, isn't Call of Duty meant to be like based on realism?
it used to be, and now they're just adding crap to it because marketing and money.
Yeah, they can't. They see how popular like these other games got when they add this stuff in, so they're like, oh, let's do it too.
Yeah,
we'll make a quick
They-
buck.
that's it. Yeah. If that works, we'll do the same. Kind of like how loot boxes just went nuts for a while, and now it's looked upon as bad and gambling and banned in other countries. So now they're trying to be like, oh look, this game's loot box free. It doesn't have loot boxes.
Take
Like
the subway to the impound
I
lot.
can't think of the game right now, but
When Handsome Jacques was alive, this casino attracted gamblers from all over the galaxy. This casino has always been a trap, then and now. Once Jacques was holding all the chips, the casino would take your ship until your debt was paid in full. And one
yeah,
never
I'm
repays
standing
a
on
debt
barbed
to
wire.
handsome Jacques. If you do not believe me,
no,
just
no,
ask
no.
Timothy. Now, Pretty Boy controls the casino from the tower, and he wields the knife of death Jacques once did. An indebted man will do things he would not have thought himself capable of. I
So I'll stop using that because I just wanted to see like how viable it was to use that skill with something that boosts damage.
What were you using?
It's a phase. It's called phase blast, and it explodes in splash damage when it hits an enemy.
I don't mind it. I mean, if you want to use it, you can use it. I'm just using the sniper because it's fun.
Welcome to the Strip. Notable highlights.
open photo
Yours
mode.
truly. Notable cretins. That would be you. Get gambling, suckers.
Henry, I want to gamble on my iridium.
Don't forget to spend.
Sacrifice. Two hits. Hit the ground.
Wow, those balls move slow. I've been wondering why I haven't been hitting anyone. It's because like they move very slow.
Yeah, why don't projectiles have the I don't know, UPS measurements, like units per second? So you have an idea if it's like a hit scan or a
Makes
reg-
it very hard to track an enemy if I'm sure.
Oh yeah. You basically have no chance unless you're right up to them.
Am I going the right way? I'm not, am I?
There's money. Oh, there's money.
Are we in the right area? Okay, we are in the right area. We're just in the wrong spot.
Better be. Push button.
I've already got.
slut.
Nah, I don't think I've got any weapons that do it.
I might. What is it?
It's face slam 300% damage.
Oh, I did have that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, not 300%. I have to double check because I'm not actually sure what it is. So there we go, anointment. So yeah, you can get one that does 300% increased damage. For this.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was gonna blow me up. For what?
So yeah, that other one where I was throwing the projection does 200% damage, and then this one I can expect to do 300% damage. And apparently, if you use this
I've got something for that.
bonuses to give that extra damage, you can actually make it more or less one-shot bosses.
But what if they're like bosses from a distance like that?
Then
Rainwave, whatever.
you can't do anything.
I mean, could the range be big enough to reach? I don't know.
But it's actually more beneficial for me to use this one.
Well, it seems more practical too. I mean,
Yeah, it's got range. The damage isn't quite as high, but it gives me a lot of passive boost every time I use it.
test this again. I'll test it.
This is so goddamn supplied. Anyone else want to try? One down.
Huh. Since, you know, we tend to fight or target the same enemy without even trying, something like Grease Trap would probably be fun.
Oh yeah, I do have one, but not on me.
I have plenty in the bank, but I just seen one on the floor. But, I mean, if you don't have one, there's probably no point.
Can't run from me.
Oh, the devil's anus.
Now it looks like Destiny.
Yeah, like, I find black holes fascinating.
Like how?
Like-
Yeah.
Just everything about them.
Well, you're certainly making the rounds.
Especially how their
Even the
size
impound
can
lot was
vary.
a part of Jack's vision.
And it's amazing to
Not one
think that,
square foot in this place where you
like, how
couldn't win
can
it all.
something have
Or
such a
lose it
strong
all.
gravitational
Once I
pull?
get Timothy's hand, I'll clean
But
this place up.
they
Hard
can't
things and
light.
fountains.
Yeah,
Statue or two of yours
yeah.
truly.
Can't even
You'll
let light get
see.
through.
Well, apparently it's not from the gravitational field, and that makes sense because not only can the black hole bend light, but things like glass and water can also bend light. So I don't think it's necessarily like the strength of the gravity. Then again, I'm no physicist, I don't actually know how it works. I just find it fascinating.
Because I remember I was reading before and they were sort of saying that they believe black holes
Some
bend
help.
time.
Can't believe I let them win. Ready to unleash this power.
How is that possible?
Weak.
How can time be bent?
Well, did you watch Loki?
No.
Oh, I guess I can't really say much.
Like I've
You watch-
watched scientists out there like, we know time is real because like things can't go backwards when you look at entropy and all that jazz, and I'm like, okay, doesn't it just mean that there's a natural degradation? Why do you have to say, that degradation is time? Time is what's causing it. Why not the fact that it's just the natural flow of things? Is things don't build up, they break down. And then they come out with bullshit like, and because time is a thing, like, like a natural law, like what are the other ones? Law of thermodynamics and things like that. And like time is a natural law that you can't stop, and it's like, well, hold on. Time, why are they labeling time as a natural law? Like, isn't time just a made-up measurement by humans to measure things? Isn't it just a form of measurement?
Yeah, it's like when people question like why are there 60 seconds in a minute? Why are there 12 months in a year?
Yeah.
Who made it up?
And then I was reading how they're trying to explain how a black hole can bend time because something that travels close to a black hole ages or deteriorates differently. I'm like, hang on, but that doesn't necessarily mean the black hole is bending time, because time's not a measurable thing. It's a made-up thing that's measured. So maybe all that's happening is the black hole is affecting like particles and atoms so that they're not at a natural state.
It's really bad. Seems like everyone's after me. I gotta hide. I gotta find somewhere only I can get to.
I think it's stupid. I don't think time's
I should be able to find something.
natural law measurement.
See if I live long enough to find
Like what
it, though.
scientists say.
Yeah. But that reminds me of, and you probably will remember this. I know you've watched the Orville. But remember the episode when they hid from? I think it was from the Krill, or maybe it was from what's the other guys?
Tron looking space.
No. They hid in the black hole, which apparently being in the black hole is like 7 months in the black hole is like 1 hour or something in the real time.
Yeah.
Which I believe, but I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, but see, this is where and to that effect, that's where scientists are just sort of saying, well, a black hole obviously bends time so that time flows differently. It's like, no, time doesn't flow differently. It's just things don't degrade as a natural, like, I guess the easiest way to say is, how like when things degrade, it's because it's breaking down, because atoms are like separating,
Yeah.
the vibrations and movements are slowing down, all that jazz. It's like, well, that's all that a black hole's affecting. Not a metaphysical time that can't be seen.
You know what? Also, see, like, okay, what also, I don't know how to say it, but I guess the, like, for a better term, affects time is also the scale of something. So, let's say if you were maybe a human, but you're like 1,000 times the size of a normal human, time then for you would feel very different. But you wouldn't know because you've always just known it as the size you are.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm trying to say is like, here's a good example. So there's this new game called Armored Core, I think. You're like this mech and you fight stuff that is big. And I'm just looking at the game thinking, oh, that looks cool, but there's something that's really, really off about it. The machines, these are the mechs, they're mechs that are like multi-story high, they're very big, and they move like they are the size of a human, like if you were playing Call of Duty, the movement, the speed. And I'm just thinking, if I saw something that big trying to move that like that, it wouldn't move that fast.
Well,
it would be so slow.
That's the thing, right? Is something could move that fast if there was technology to be able to move the parts and cope with dissipation of heat from the amount of force it would take. Like, it's possible, but how just looking at the design of the mechs, there's nothing that makes it look like they're gonna move that fast. It just looks like, wrong. It's kind of like when you watch. Okay, here's another good example. So do you remember in Guardians? I think it's Guardians Galaxy 2, when Groot was really small, and he's like no taller than 20 centimeters. He's very small. But when he's running through the hole, he's moving like he is the normal size of a human. Usually, if something's that small, the movement of that, I guess you could say, animation is supposed to be like, a chihuahua. Everything's a bit more sudden than smooth, if that makes sense. Yeah. Because muscles are more like twitch muscles rather than like power muscles. There's less friction, less resistance.
Yeah. So like, when you watch something small, like maybe a hamster moving, it's not like graceful and smooth, but that's how they did it in Guardians 2. They made Groot move like that. That just looks wrong. And this is just observation as an animator, I don't know. I'm shocked how people like how this passes as good for something as big as Guardians.
Hello, valued guest. You need 34B, do you? That's gonna be just over there in requisitions. But why use your legs? If you want, I can.
I know we're talking about time, but it's sort of related because I feel like time passes differently depending on your size as well. Like, do you ever watch that karate? I can't pronounce it, but it's like a karate fucking like educational animated series where they talk about black holes and nuclear wars and blah blah blah. Basically, they did an episode where what would it be like if you're like smaller than an atom? What would time be like then? And yeah, I found it really interesting. I should link it to you.
I find it funny that you say that time feels different depending on your size.
I wouldn't say it feels different because you can't compare it to anything, but like, let's say, like, okay, here's another like good example. Have you ever watched?
Let me put it this way. This is the way I think of it. If you were the size of like a 20-story building, you're not going to perceive the world moving at a different speed because you're that big. Why would you?
Well, no. Well, that's the thing. Like, look, do you, if you're like, okay, like, did you ever watch Honey, I Blew Up the Kid? So the kid grows up to be like 50 feet or something. To him, he wouldn't know that he's moving slow. To him, he's moving normal, but to
But why?
others,
Why do you think that would be the case?
I can't explain why. It's just that's what I think.
Yeah.
How it feels like.
Because I can't think of a reason that getting made that big or that small would change how you perceive other things moving.
Well, think about like, okay, why do you think flies usually like dodge when you try to slap them? You know, yeah, they've got plenty of eyes, but I feel like they can't do the same if they were tens of thousands the size, you know.
Yeah. But I think, well, okay, so then the first thing I think is, oh, well, that's because they're not always dodging; they're getting pushed out by air pressure.
Well, that probably helps, maybe, but
like because insects like ants and things like that, they're all twitch fibers and like insane reaction speeds. Just without having to think, they just react. But I see what you're saying. Like how fast can an ant like run somewhere and dodge and move out the way of things seems inhuman.
So, and why I bring it up, like I guess you could say that, what I think kind of supports my theory of all of this is that other movie. I know it's just a movie, but have you seen the animation from probably 2014? It was called Epic.
I can't think of it.
When it's about, I think it's the girl who
told me about it, and they're in the forest.
Yeah, and they actually she gets shrunk, and then she meets up with all these,
little fairy-looking type people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Well, there's a scene, well, maybe scenes, where she finally meets up with her dad in the house, and from her perspective, she's running like normal, but from his perspective, she's lightning fast.
But that's just there's no scientific reasoning for it.
Well, that's why I bring up, I know it's just a movie.
Yeah,
but I just
that's what I mean. Like I can't think of any sound scientific logic that would support time appearing differently depending on your size.
I don't know.
Like off the top of my head, the only thing I can think that might make it seem different is, you know how your perception and reaction is all based around the time it takes for your eyes to take in the light, then for it to get transported
People who say heroes
through your
should be
brain
humble haven't
with
met a real
electricity,
hero.
and to get then your brain has to sort of like process the light and make image and translate that to your thoughts. So all of that works through light transfer and electrical signals in the brain. So if you are tiny, all that has less distances to move. So that's the only potential thing I can think of which might make it seem like things would be moving slower, because all of that electrical wiring has a shorter distance to travel, so it would travel a lot faster, and so you'd process information faster.
Sounds feasible.
Yeah, like off the top of my head, that's the only thing I can think that would support that hypothesis, that your size would affect how things appear in their speed. I wouldn't say how time is perceived, because, well, I suppose, how time is perceived. But then time's also made up, so I wouldn't say time. But yeah, and then if you're super big, all that electrical wiring has further to go, so it'll take slower to process information, and that's why everything would seem a lot faster, because it takes longer for the electrical wiring to sort through the information and tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
But then how big or how small would you have to be for it to actually be a noticeable effect? Anyway, let's play a game.
It's interesting. Like, we should have just
Oh god, we gotta wait for him.
physicists. You know? But yeah, I recommend, like, if you find that kind of stuff fascinating, I recommend you watch Loki. Loki is really good.
Hey, hope you're having a great time at the casino. I'm told you need Form 34B. Here it is.
All before me!
Hey, valued guest. Do you have your required form? Oh, sorry. There must have been a mix-up. This is Form 34B
Oh, down there
version
looks cool. I
2.4.
mean, I know it's somewhere we
Only
can't get to,
Form
but
34B version 2.6 is accepted. See, that's
That's
why
cool.
it pays to be VIP.
Well, this is bullshit.
and in your accent too. Makes me wonder, where's that
Oh, well, that enemy disappeared.
I have shade.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, it's fast this time.
Oops! You'll have to return to data requisition again for the updated Form 34B version 2.6.
There's a reason the house always
That's
wins.
cool.
You'll never get what you want
The,
playing by the rules.
Oh, so it's $112 for the gold bell, which makes him go fast.
Quick,
Well,
yeah?
the gold bell reflects my gun.
Start thinking shit.
Oh shit.
Gotta act VIP to be VIP.
What? Did you kill him?
Yeah. My remnant ball accidentally
Just get back in the
triggered
fight.
and hit him.
This gun is doing 1,500 damage. Why am I doing 1k damage with this gun? I mean, it's the lucky 7, so go figure.
Yeah, I did not mean to kill him.
So,
Ah.
does that affect the outcome? Do we have to restart?
Oh wow, so you can just keep getting a guardian rank and keep boosting all of your damage and everything.
Well, apparently, but I think there's a cap on the percentage. I don't know.
Form accepted.
This kind of sounds like Claptrap.
They all do.
Jack here. Okay, yes, I probably impounded your ship, but that's what you get for being a deadbeat. Better keep spending, though. Who knows? That big win is probably just around the corner. Then you can get out of this shithole. Not that you'd want to. I mean, who would ever want to leave this shithole anyway?
Hiya! Welcome to customer care. Your claim number is 9957. We'll be with you shortly.
Number 1345, please come to the counter. Number 1345, please come to the counter.
We don't have time to wait in line. Like I said, if the rules are keeping you down, find a way around. Doesn't look like they're using their number. Take it off their hands. Looks like it was a trap. Do your thing, Vault Hunter.
Locating ship. Location acquired for La Femme Brûlée. Oh, that's fun. One moment, I'll figure out where she's being kept. Found her. But before I tell you where she is, impound ship relinquish fee is set at $500 billion.
$500 million.
That's not good. Looks like it's broken. Come back tomorrow. Of course, if you'd like to upgrade to VIP status, I could expedite your payment.
I have met jugglers less infuriating than you. Honestly, jugglers.
I am through with this
Probably
bullshit.
have 500
Just rush
million,
past the security
just
and get
after
to my
being
ship.
in the casino.
Would all available security please report to customer
Well done. Now find my ship, Protector. Only hope my tools are still there.
Always flesh slide.
Yeah. Oh, look, 3 legendaries. Oh, I'm going down quick.
Oh shit.
So I went down a few times. They should like maybe why not have like some kind of indicator like, okay, you've been down this many times in the past thing, this is how fast they will go down, so you can sort of be like a bit more careful. I swear where this is. There's another legendary here. 2 legendaries.
That's an interesting fish
There's a
slab.
pick me up.
Why? I didn't get a fish slab.
It I don't know. It says pulls enemies in for 1.5 seconds, jumps 1 time, 10% per jump, but it looks like this.
Did it always have to?
I don't know.
Guess you should try it. I've seen like the speed run of someone doing Wotan. I think it was Flack did it in maybe just over 3 minutes, and all he used 99% of the time was fish slap. And
Yeah,
his,
it's crazy.
His grenade was doing like easy 200 million per grenade.
Oh, good! Some help!
Fish slap.
Yeah,
okay, that's
this character Amara, she's got a hell of a lot of skills that boost melee damage, which boosts fish slap. You can, like, basically I seen a video where Amara one-shots Hemovorus, both of them together, with one fish slap. And it's like, what the fuck?
So there was that, and I thought, okay, you know, that's good. And then I saw the other one, completely different video, player or whatever, with another character that we don't use. Did it in under 3 minutes. But I think what helps, because he had fast running and cryo slide and everything.
Are we through here?
Oh, 0 grenades.
Just want to see what damage it does. Well, my initial fish slap does 15 million. Then it did another 17 plus 25.
Health over here! I'll get you! Ready to unleash this power! Making headlines!
Feral Boomer.
Can't run from me!
Imagine if Borderlands did have like an online deathmatch multiplayer, and you got to use your own character, so everything's the same.
Funny you should say that. In Japan or China, I can't remember, it might have been China, they actually released an MMO Borderlands.
87 cents. Every gangster on this station is going to be out hunting for
And
me.
people have been guessing that that might be what the next Borderlands they release is, because the company bought out a bunch of companies that have experience doing multiplayer online games.
Have faith, Sherry.
Well, I'm hoping
You're
it's
not
not
alone
China.
anymore. We will burn
But yeah, if you go online, you can watch videos with people test what it was like.
My money's on things continuing to be, you know, super crappy.
Very Destiny too.
New user detected. Set administrator identity.
Hiding in the bot closet won't save you, Frankie! It's Freddy, you moron! Wait, why did I say that? Damn it, Freddy!
Administrator identity. Freddy. Accepted. Awaiting orders.
Hey, yeah! Well, you're gonna be deady in a moment, so if you got any last words, now's the time! Last words, huh? Freddy's got 3 for you. Run security protocol! What the?
Executing.
Not bad, bot. Not bad at all. I think I'll call you Petunia.
I thought we were seeing the original story behind Death Trap.
The impound lot awaits, but be on your guard. Pretty boy has his eyes on you, and he's always watching.
Oh.
Dropping the hammer! Marking a spot. I see how.
Which way do we go?
Look what I can do now.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, I can even go under.
Fully energized. Anyone else want to try? I hit you, you hit the ground.
Ooh, Rudium. No way. Ectoplasmic gunner skin. Oh. Okay. The new skin I'll probably never use.
Nice. Kinda just makes me want to play Star Citizen and go fly around. Like, do you remember when we went to that asteroid space place? And like we went through the airlock bit where there was no gravity.
Oh, yep.
That was good fun.
Oh, I'd love to play Star Citizen not in 20 FPS.
I hear what you're
Even
saying.
just 40. Yeah, even just 40 would be nice. Pretty sure I can achieve that with 1080p.
Oh, you're here! Hey!
Guessing you need help getting unstuck from that rocket?
Well, that's one thing I was looking into the other day. Is what if I just use Zip? But I'm not familiar with Zip. I've never used Zip before. Zip Pay or Zip Money.
If you say so, you lunatic.
You?
Just go!
Sorry, what? I'm just watching this guy.
Countdown is finished. What? My stereo? It's gone?
I mean, I don't see why you would, but have you ever used Zip Pay method?
I don't think so.
He's in Dock 31. Go give us
Because I asked the guys at PC Case Care, and I asked, how flexible is this method? And they said, well, it just works like a normal credit card.
Right.
Meaning, like, I could pay as little as like $10 a week or something. But
What interest do you have to build on it?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm guessing the smaller you go, the bigger the
That's
interest.
the worst plan I've ever heard.
So obviously, I wouldn't go for the the most affordable. Well, ideally.
I'm guessing I have to jump
How many
over there
arms
now.
do I need to point with?
Is this like that Up game?
What?
That game, the Up? Where you're constantly climbing up?
Are you sure it's called Up?
No.
Maybe you're thinking of Jump King.
No, that game where all you do is jump, climb upwards. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you mentioned it to me before. Like, oh, have you seen that game called Up?
I can't think of a game that's called Up other than the Pixar movie.
Pretty sure it's called Up.
I mean, Jump King is what I... Where you're like this guy who jumps, all he can do is jump. He can't walk or anything.
Only Up.
Only Up, is that what you're saying it's called?
Yeah, Only Up.
Are you seriously working for that raving idiot, Max? Whatever. Pretty boy put a price on your head, so we'll take
gonna
you
kill
down,
you.
no problem. And yeah, I took that idiot's stereo.
Yeah, I remember seeing this game. Did I show you this game?
I'm sure you mentioned it.
I may have.
Oh, you
Oh,
just
wow.
try to stop me.
Whatever you do, you better stay away from my rockets, or else.
You sure you wouldn't rather steal Rudy's rocket? Looks a lot safer.
Not a chance!
Yeah, I thought the game looked interesting, but I don't know if it's, even long. Sounds short.
Yeah.
Oh, they're attacking each other.
So much power!
So that thing looks fun.
Wonder what sort of damage those do. I don't want more enemies down so I can attack.
Oh, it's blocked off here, so I guess we have no choice. Oh, but we have to backtrack somewhere far.
So it would seem.
But then why do they... They had to make it look like different balls.
I am the greatest. Did you think I was finished?
Send him to the hospital!
Feels so good. I'm projecting. Stronger together. Usually. Ready to unleash this power. There's a pick-me-up. Try.
Widowmaker, Thunderbolt Fist, and Rough Rider. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Ala my bitch. I was editing a video of us playing Borderlands yesterday, and it was the part where we were facing Tyrene for the first time. So if you remember the arena there, the map, it was very purple, right?
Yeah.
And I know we use the same settings, but yours looked a lot darker than mine when I was comparing the two. And I was just thinking, what could have made it different? Because there's all my settings are all maxed out, and I'm assuming yours is the same. I go to advanced, yeah, it's all high, high, high. Draw distance, clutter, everything high. Ambient occlusion high, yeah, so I don't know, I just thought it was interesting.
God, there's just never-ending VIP rooms. I've just spent like multiple millions of dollars, as if it matters, but yeah.
Catch!
Well, this
there's a specialty boss
here. I have the.
Wait till you get here to. So I don't attack you yet. So you've got to jump from off the edge. Otherwise, you won't reach up here.
That seems normal. Is that why it's painted?
Yeah. So every door like this, there's
right
1,
there.
2, 3, 4 doors I've opened, and then there's a 5th I haven't opened yet. And there is this guy.
Should remember that. Future kill. Fully energized.
I'm pretty sure this is corrosive, but it's not counting towards my weekly challenges.
I see how.
It says 874,000 to open. Are you rich? Oh, okay. Was that worth the 874,000?
I guess we'll find out. Nope.
No legendaries. If we restart, will it reset? No.
It's kind of a waste.
I thought this was a Iridium target.
There you go.
Well, 800 and whatever thousand. It's easy. There you go. You've recouped your losses.
Oh shit. Yeah, there goes the lot of money.
Oh, God, that's even more expensive than opening that door. Wow. I wasn't watching, I was stretching my shoulder.
I just turned and jumped and didn't realise I was actually near anywhere.
How much was it? Just to give you an
25
idea. So you were most likely holding 250 million. What was I going to say? It was when before you fell down too.
You're dealing with a siren. go.
So this gun here, I mean, it's not a new gun, it's the Chaosun, they're very old, it's a base game gun. And this was before we got strong, but it's a gun I'm still using. And it holds up. It holds up well.
Oh, the ship! But it seems Pretty Boy doesn't intend to enter over without a fight.
So much power.
I almost fell to my death. Oh, I was gonna stand on top of it.
That's a lot of dead bots.
He looks like that dickhead from Stranger Things.
What's his name? Joe Dirt?
Forgot. He's not from Stranger Things. Empowered Big Boom Blaster. Joe Dirt.
They really need to make more cool space games.
What's up?
And that's the thing
No
too,
problem.
like
I'll fix him up and reprogram him.
the Atari
What were you
days
thinking?
was
I
nothing
know
but
they tried
space
to kill
games.
you
Well, I
and
mean,
all, but
mostly
it is what
space
they were
games.
designed to do. Can't blame them for trying.
What are you doing here anyway?
Loot, right there.
Did I end up showing you the? I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, good.
The,
Some health.
What's that movie trailer? Like, it's not new now, but the movie's new. It hasn't come out yet. The
These freaking loaders are screwier than
Friday
a psycho and getting worse
Freddy.
with every update. Quincy, run
Oh,
diagnostic.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Stop. All
Yeah.
clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog
What about
from
it?
barking with a juicy bone.
oh, just
I
if you've
can't
seen the
understand any
trailer.
of this.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking like a
think I showed you
human,
it
and not even a
before.
good human. One of those weird artsy humans. Quincy, lose all emotional affect. Analysis.
Analysis mode.
Quincy, buddy, tell your pal Freddy what's going
Is it
on.
just me, or
What's
does
got all
that
the
just
bots
look
so
like
worked up? What's with all that
a
schmaltzy
take
mumbo
on
jumbo?
Fortnite's
Death,
starting place?
sadness, despair.
What? You
Yeah,
can't
it could be,
die.
yeah.
You're not alive. And who told you you could experience sadness? None of this makes any sense.
Nothing
I
makes
mean,
sense.
this
What
game is
orders the
just full of
stars
references.
when a god feeds the worm?
Well, I tried. You leave me no choice, Quincy. Revert to baseline. Factory reset.
For away.
Like, what is
Strip off
FGS?
the wood, for nothing now can ever come to any.
Admin override. Cripes. I hate repeating myself, Quincy. I hate it. Factory reset now.
Reset complete. Awaiting configuration.
Thank you. Boy, what a hassle.
Oh, this guy's name's
If only
Freddy.
Jack were still
So
around,
it's
Freddy could make some progress with these things. Although,
I swear he's like the guy from Stranger Things, the one who died. Because isn't he supposed to be Australian? And this guy kind of sounds Australian.
I need something from that ship. Also, might I say, brave fashion choices.
I know, great, right? About that ship. Pretty Boy locked them all down. Uses them as leverage. But I'm like super great, so I might be able to hack in and free your ship. If you help me out. You know the Larboard Bruisers? They're a gang. Soup's Dangeroso. Well, they nabbed one of my loader bot buds. Free
Okay,
him.
sounds
free
more
Freddy.
American, yeah.
That's me. They'll get you in that ship.
Or maybe it's like an American doing the poor job at Australian.
Who used to say?
It'd be cool
Yo.
to ride on. It's huge.
Thanks for not shouting at me or trying to kill me or shaking me, by the way. It's,
I don't know why people have been
Health.
giving the Borderlands 3 DLCs negative
You're new here,
reviews.
so I guess you didn't see how
They've all
bad it
been
got.
they've all been pretty contentful.
From what I gathered, a lot of the DLCs they released was just like skins and stuff, and not actually any game stuff. But then they released these and they're like, okay, that's cool, but not for $30.
Never trust a human. Humans are garbage. Bots, though, loyal, because I program them that way. Plus, they get dinged up. Freddy fixes them.
Ready to unleash this power! Better move! Get it over!
I figured I've got some legendaries to pick up.
Now it says 5 after I've killed like 50.
Do you use the green tree?
I mean, I use all the trees, but I've only gone down like. Hang on, what is my current one? A lot of my boost is orange. What's this? Oh, green. Green monster. Jacob's Tower Shock. No, I don't think I'll use that.
I still think this is a really stupid weapon.
Actually, I think the incendiary version of that is the only one that doesn't go through enemies.
It still says
Right.
it does.
Was it?
Oh, maybe it doesn't, but
Pretty sure it has an impact. Because I've had all you know, elements and I've tried them all. Just by looking at it, you wouldn't know it's being fired by a shotgun. That's what's weird. We go through?
Fully energized! So much power! Again!
It really holds up. It's a good thing I held on.
yeah.
At least, I mean, it's a good thing I held on to it too.
What's that?
This I can't remember the name.
Chaos?
Chaos Sun.
Chaos Sun.
Chaos Sun, yeah. It's a base game gun that I've had for ages and I've just held on to it. Because even back when I was still weak, it was very useful.
Oh good! Some help!
Or against corrosive anyway.
Chaos Sun. No, it's meant to be good, but I remember looking at it going, oh no, that's not for me. Oh, it shoots sticky
Yeah,
bullets
sticky
that
grenades.
explode.
It's so it has impact damage, and then so it's like essentially doubling, and then if you combine it with my shield and everything else, like one shot does 6 hits. It's just crazy. It's crazy enough.
A massive. Full form. That's what did you in.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a like an awesome gun by any means, because if I just go back to my usual, you know, it would just kill them instantly. But it's good against corrosive. I mean, good against corrosive. Anything that's weak to corrosive.
I really didn't know what I was getting into when I signed up for this gig. But Jack, he had big plans.
I'm only
I put
using
my
it
life
because
on
of
the
the
line for that
challenge. It's
bastard
not
more
really
times than I
working.
could count. And for what? All to end up locked inside this frickin' casino with all these frickin' lunatics losing their frickin' collective shit. It's utter chaos. I won't be surprised if people start eating each other soon, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's probably already happened. These people are animals.
We're really going far. Like, Jesus.
It's a big map. But I like it. Like, this all started from the casino, and then fucking 5 maps later we're here.
That's the gang. Gotta free my loader bud. Made a bunch of personal upgrades, and those guys want my sweet, sweet tech.
Serving up fresh hot death. Oh, grave digger. You're welcome.
Don't stand on the edge now.
Anyone else want to try?
Golden rule for your class.
What is it?
Getting shot at. Golden rule. Whenever an enemy damages Amara, she gains increased action skill cooldown rate for a few seconds. This effect stacks. 1 blue, 1 green. I don't know if that's...
I don't know.
I mean, I guess...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I suppose because we're in the DLC. Wish I could watch Guardians 3 again without knowing what happens. So good.
Oh wow.
What?
One of the things on that increases my damage to enemies from 25 to 41%.
Oh wow.
The other one, after a few seconds of using my action skill, I get reduced damage.
Oh, it's like both offensive and defensive.
And it increases my cooldown rate whenever I damage someone. It's very interesting.
Health!
Appreciation commencing. Thank you.
Nice one! Now, come on back.
Oh,
Well, go on. Just
We have to
activate your
use
jump
this.
jets and fly across. Ah, right. You don't have those. Hang on. Freddy's got this. Boom! Freddy!
I noticed and I'm like, yeah, that would probably be how. Did you jump now? Oh, that's dangerous.
that is super dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Oh, bud, what did they do to you?
Mistreated. Disrespected. Sad.
Freddy
Robots
can
can't
fix that.
feel.
Appreciated. Content. Yay.
See, that's bots for you. If they get too dinged up, you just reprogram them. Can't do that with people. Not yet, anyway. But I'm working on it. Am I kidding? Is he kidding? You though. You're not so bad. You're cool. And trust me, Freddy knows cool. Because me, I'm Freddy. And I'm cool.
You're a ninja with a sexy bum.
As promised. And Freddy never breaks a promise. Until I have to. But usually, nope.
My tools. Grab them, please. Excellent work, Vault Hunter. I will see you back at Timothy's hideout.
Hey, you. Real quick. Look, it's none of my business, but I heard a rumor that a Vault Hunter is looking to break into Pretty Boy's tower. Well, I know all sorts of things about this casino. Secrets. Plus, I program bots, which is great. So Freddy's in! Sorry, social skills? Can Freddy be in?
Lots of Hyperion security. Guy like him could be useful. I'll allow it.
Bienvenue, Gulliver Peacock Man.
Yeah, sure. Welcome to the crew, wherever the hell you are.
All right! Freddy's got a crew!
Hey, you got your $800.
So head on back to my
800,000.
place, kiddo. We got one more member of the crew to track down before we can get this tower heist going.
Return to Timothy. Aren't we? Oh wait, no. This is Timothy. Timothy is that other guy.
His grenade converts bots to fire on our side for 8 seconds.
I swore I've seen. Is that the acid burn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought I've seen that somewhere before.
Unfortunately, I need to get off.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
almost 2.
this coming weekend, we'll be able to finish this one.
I was thinking maybe we would be able to by the time.
Yeah, I was kind of holding out, thinking like maybe we would need towards the end, but then I remembered the whole point of this mission is to bloody take over the casino. Not even